asshole, man. That dude's an asshole and he knows it.
From the mean streets of Brooklyn to the rough neighborhoods in Boise, Idaho, we now present the Goonberg Report. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is the Goonberg Report, coming to you high atop the Cascade Mountains in Boise, Idaho. Brooklyn, Boise. And today, I've been seeing this topic lately on YouTube. A lot of black females are making these videos. And I'm going to make this video the way it is, but it's not going to be what you think. Oh yeah, it is. It probably will be. I'm going to talk about today, and before I talk about, my dog's looking at me funny because he's seen me with a Russian female a couple times, so let me get over that pick right there. But today I want to talk about black men and white women. Now this could be, I'm only talking about them because they're the largest dynamic as far as interracial relations. And that's what I'm going to give it to you as black women. I mean, not that the other races don't mix well. White men and black women have the highest marriage longevity rates. You got Hispanic men and black women. I'm not going to Asians. You got the whole gambit. But I'm talking about today. I'm going to talk about why it's a big deal when it's a black man and a white woman, or a white woman, black man. How you want? Now, to me and some others, I'm going to go by historical data that we know to be true. Now, I'm going to start with the black men. All through history, I'm dealing with American and Western cultures. That's all I'm dealing with as far as the black men, how we're dealt with in Western cultures and our history. Our history, everybody should know how it is. Slaves, and we had to come up to today. We had to come through the Jim Crow laws. We had veterans from world wars. They just got lynched when they came home. We had slaves killed. We had men, women, kids raped, etc., etc., etc. And third. So now, I want to talk to you about the white women. Now, contrary to popular belief, black women have it way better than white women. White women had to march through suffrage. They had to march for their rights. They always were getting shit on by their husbands, and I'll give you an example. We all know how Ted or Fred over there has a wife at home, and they have another family, and they're fucking around, got other kids. I mean, black men do it, but a lot of black women don't want to see that he does. They know he does it. I mean, white women don't want to do it too. White men will stay for the sake of the family. White women put up with a lot of bullshit from these white guys, and I think that when two dynamics, these dynamics come together with the black men and white women, I think they can relate to each other. They can relate to each struggles on a separate they can relate to the struggle. Now, am I saying hey, if you love somebody, you love somebody. That's like me. I just don't if I dated a couple Russian women, I have no problem with that. Now, would I date black women? Yes, but my preference on black women, they're from Africa or they're from South America. Caribbean is dependent upon, if they got any Western culture themes going on. You know what I mean? If they're influenced by Western culture. If they're from if they're Western cultures outside of Germany and I'll say maybe France, but I don't want to deal with it. Like here in America, these chicks, and I'll give you a good excuse. I mean, not excuse. I'll give you a good point. For me as a black man. And you all have heard and seen it. They want me to be 6'3", which I am. They want me to be muscle, which I am, but they want me to be like at 10% body fat and have abs, which I don't have. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in shape, but I'm not carrying abs. Now for these chicks, look at the obesity rate. They have the highest of everybody. 82% of these chicks are fat, overweight. 63% of them are obese. Yet they have the damn nerve to demand that I get down to that. I'm like, what are you supposed to do? You supposed to go what, from 350 to what, 345? Lose 10 pounds? The fact of the matter is, the liberal establishment has let black women get away with a lot of stuff. Even back in the slave days, when when the so-called master, he was messing around with the chick. Look at the history of the mammies. They would put the mammies in charge. This is not something that you shouldn't know. You should know this by now. When they call him a mammy, the mammy was you see him in the old movies. The man was with the babushka on her. With the head thing on and the big ass skirt directing traffic. Even poor whites were under the subject of the mammies. So I don't hear it. I mean, I don't think it's not a money thing, because I know hella fucking broke blacks and whites and other races together. I don't think it's a money thing. I don't think it's an infatuation thing. Because let me shed light on something else. Remember when black women were on YouTube or social media with this hashtag divest bullshit? And they were making videos and doing dedications to white men? Black men didn't give a shit. And that's the main point of why black women are complaining, by the way. Listen, I'll get back to that. I didn't care. I told a lot of these chicks. But I had to tell them with the caveat. I said, number one, they ain't going to accept you as being that fat. I said, number two, they ain't going to accept you being ignorant as fuck. I said, number three, they ain't going to accept you being dark as fuck. I said, look at the commercials. Look at the commercials you see on TV. If you see a dark-skinned black woman, she's fat, loud-mouthed, nappy-haired. She's not the most attractive. Now, we all know there's attractive ones out there. Well, all you do is look at TV. Tell me I'm lying. There's a stereotyping for black women, but they don't see they're being used. So you know what you gotta do? All you do is give them some free shit, and they let it slide. The fact remains, white women had to fight for theirs. Now, black women said, we had to fight for ours too. No, you didn't. What you did is you had black power, which a lot of black men were going to prison. Then the feminism came, and then you got, and that was another big one. Welfare and feminism. Those were the two that okey-doked them. Feminism okey-doked these chicks to death. Because they told listen to this. They told the women to get out the house, you don't need these men, But now, the same women that tell you that always have a husband, and you see interracial black men and white women, they're happy. But black women aren't happy. You fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me. That's the attitude they should have, but they don't. Because they're not allowed to have accountability in their system, apparently. Like, I'll date whoever I want. And like I said, as they get older, if you got a 63% obesity rate, apparently as you get older, you're not taking care of yourself. Eddie Murphy, how old is he? I'll be 50 in December. He got to be at least 10 years older than me. He got a smoking hot chick from Australia. And I'm not even talking about going outside of this country. Whichever goes, oh, you're going outside of the country to get laid. Wait a minute. So when you go on them ships, going Oprah cruises, you're fucking the pool boy who's broke. That's okay. I said anybody goes on vacation. It depends. I mean, I'm not some animal who gets laid all the time like that. If I'm running to a fucking pretty woman and I'm fucking on vacation and I'm not in a relationship or I'm not married, the fuck you think I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be a fucking monk or something? See, a lot of these black chicks, man, they're talking out the side of their ass. Because what it was is, it's not their time no more. Plus, they got fucking kids. And they got kids to fucking bum dudes, and you don't want to deal with that. So I think this black men are making a big deal about this because the jig's up. I'm sorry about your luck, but you played the game. Now we have some fucking prizes for you. So this is Mayor Goldberg. This is the Goldberg Report. Sorry, ladies.